Once again, welcome to Easy Elite English. And here we have a simple video on the uses of has, have, had. Actually, this video was requested by one of our students. How to use has, have, and had in various situations. So let's go uses of has, have, had. First, uses of has or have, because had is past tense. Had is past tense. So we'll be dealing with that later. Has or have is present tense. Both has and have, both are present tense. Has in singular and have in plural. So the first use of has or have used to denote possession or belongingness or association. I have two sisters. My elder sister has two sons. They have new watches, or he has a new watch. I have a severe headache, or he has a severe headache. A car has 4 wheels. The month of February has 28 days. So in all these cases, has or have means possession or belongingness or association. And note that the word has or have is used alone and is not followed by another verb. Has or have is not followed by another verb. We are not writing he has gone, he has taken, he has made, they have done the work. No. Has or have, a single word and not followed by any other verb. So has or have, when used alone and not followed by any other word, any other verb actually, means possession or belongingness. When you're not using has with any other verb. The second use is you can use has or have with a V3 verb. Has taken, has gone, has done, they have written, they have spoken. Has or have plus a verb in the V3 form, V3 verb form. I have written the letter. I have written the letter. Now this is perfect tense. I have written, perfect tense. My elder sister has bought a new house. Has bought, has followed by a V3 verb. They have lost their new watches. Have lost. Have followed by a V3 verb. I have prepared the breakfast. Have prepared. The car has met with an accident. Has met. Has followed by V3 verb. We have watered the plants. The word has or have is followed by a V3 verb. Now the V3 verb can be same as simple past tense, but in other cases it will end in N or NE or T, like taken, eaten, done, gone, broken, burnt. The only exception is come, where we say has come, have come. We don't say has came, we say has come or have come. But in other cases, either you use the same form as simple past tense, like we have watered, I have prepared, or you can use the N or N or T form, like written, burned, taken. So has or have can be followed by a V3 verb to form the perfect tense. Has or have is used with an infinitive to denote compulsion or obligation or necessity. I have to write. To write is an infinitive. TO2 followed by a verb is infinitive. So has or have followed by an infinitive. I have to write. That's compulsory for me. My elder sister has to paint. No option required. They have to buy new watches. The old watches are not working. So they have to buy new watches. I have to prepare breakfast before 8 a.m. because my office begins at 9 o'clock. So I have to prepare, no other option. The car has to undergo a pollution check. Otherwise, you will be fined by the traffic policeman. So you have to do it. We have to water the plants regularly. If you don't water, the plants would die. You have to water. An obligation or a compulsion or a necessity, something you have to do. So has or have followed by an infinitive. And you can see that infinitive means the verb to, preposition to followed by verb. The first, you use the preposition to followed by a verb. Like, I have to go, he has to come, you have to make, they have to prepare. Has or have followed by an infinitive, and the infinitive itself is made up of the preposition to followed by a verb. So that is compulsion or obligation or necessity. Now we come to past tense had. Has or have, now past tense had. Used to show possession or belongingness in the past. I had a red bicycle when I was small. There is a possession. My sister had a big house which she sold last year. They had an old desk which they donated to a school. As I had no milk, I could not make tea. The car had a pollution check last month. Earlier, we had an automatic sprayer to water the plants. The word had is used alone. It is not followed by a V3 verb. So, a possession or belongingness in the past. Had is used with a V3 verb to form the past perfect. He had never seen such a horrible sight before. Had seen. Had followed by a V3 verb. He had never seen. My sister had painted her new house before the rains. Had painted. Had followed by V3 verb. They had donated everything. Had donated. Forming the past perfect tense. As I had bought no milk, I could not make tea. Had bought. The car had undergone a pollution check. Had plus a V3 verb, undergone. We had used a hand sprayer. So all these had followed by a V3 verb to form the past perfect tense. Had is used with an infinitive to denote compulsion. When he did not answer my phone calls, I had to send him a legal notice. I had to send. I had no other way. My elder sister had to give up the idea of painting the house due to COVID last year. Had to give up. No other way. They had to wait in the queue for more than an hour. You have to do it. No way out. I had to prepare breakfast. The car had to be sent for repairs. We had to water the plants after the gardener left. Had to, an obligation or necessity. Had plus to plus a verb, that is had followed by an infinitive. Now, another use of had is to denote a more remote past than a simple past tense. The rains had started before I could reach home. See that this is in simple past tense, can opposite could, and this is in past perfect. I had reached home when the rain started. Started simple past tense, had reached past perfect. The train had left when I reached the station. Reached simple past tense, had left past perfect. I had reached the platform just before the train started. Started simple past tense, had reached past perfect. So the past perfect denotes a more remote past, a past tense which is older or earlier than a simple past tense. Now it is also used when you are changing from direct to indirect speech. Am ill. He said. Said is already in past tense. Then you change it to past tense and say he said he was ill. So present am becomes past was. He said I was ill. Note that it is already in past tense. This was in present tense. So you change it into past tense. This is already in past tense. So it is changed to past perfect. He said that he had been ill. Had been. Past is changed to past perfect. A more remote past. Use of had in place of if. If is a conditional. Had the rains started on time, the harvest would have been better. Means if the rains had started on time. Had I known about him earlier, I wouldn't have lent him any money. If I had known about him. Had you studied well, you would have got through. If you had studied well. Had he sold it for 500 more, his profit would have been 50%. If he had sold it for 500 more. So all these are actually if conditions. If the rains had started, if I had known about him, if you had studied well, all are if conditions starting with had. That was Easy Elite English Education Trust. WhatsApp us or email us for videos on any topic on English, grammar, science, or mathematics. And now you can also enroll yourself for free online test. A free online test on any topic, and we will give the online test. You have to do it from home. You have to do it from home. You don't have to go anywhere. And this is completely free of charge. And for consistent performance, Easy Elite English gives you scholarships and rewards and certificates. So you can WhatsApp or email us if you want to register for free online test for students of class 5 to 10, any topic.